This is a Campaign 2016 update. I'm Jim Axelrod. Breaking news from South Carolina. CBS News projects Hillary Clinton has defeated Bernie Sanders in today's Democratic primary. It is a big win for Clinton in the first in the South contest for the party's nomination. Our projection is based on exit polls and interviews conducted throughout the day in South Carolina. Exit polls suggest African American voters and women were major forces behind Clinton's victory. Let's bring in Nancy Cordes, who's in Columbia, South Carolina. Good evening, Nancy.
Hi, Jim. And the Clinton campaign says that her victory here is a sign that she can dominate in the South and that she can dominate with minority voters, which is going to be key 3 days from now in the Super Tuesday contest. As you can see, her supporters here, who have been enthusiastic all night, have just learned the good news, and they are very fired up. According to our exit polls, as of right now, about 6 in 10 voters here in South Carolina today were African American, and they went for Clinton, Jim, over Sanders by a staggering margin, 84 to 15. That's nearly 70 points. White voters did break for Sanders, 58 to 42, but it obviously wasn't enough to overcome Clinton's huge advantage with black voters. She also dominated among women by nearly 50 points, 74 to 26, driven again primarily by her support among African Americans. White women were evenly split between Clinton and Sanders, 50-50. The Clinton camp always knew that she would do well here, but they didn't want to take any chances, so she essentially camped out in the state all week. She and Bill Clinton and Chelsea Clinton did 10 events total just yesterday in the state. A number of high-profile African-American lawmakers and actors stumped here in the state on her behalf as well. The Clinton campaign didn't just want to show that she could win, but they wanted to show that she could win big to try to erase the sting of the drubbing that she took in New Hampshire. A few weeks ago, Jim, the Sanders campaign was predicting that he would be able to close the gap here in South Carolina, that he would make a comeback, but they have not been doing that recently. And actually, he spent most of his week outside the state, and he is not here in South Carolina anymore to watch the results come in. He has already left for Super Tuesday states. He was in Texas and Minnesota today.
So this would really seem to both raise the stakes for Senator Sanders on Super Tuesday and turn up the heat a little bit, no?
It does turn up the heat on Senator Sanders. He is expected to win in some Super Tuesday states. Even the Clinton campaign will concede that he looks very strong in Minnesota and Colorado and Oklahoma. But the challenge for Sanders is that Clinton now has opened up a lead in the pledged delegate count for the first time, and she's expected to win in some really large Super Tuesday states like Texas and Atlanta and Georgia and Virginia as well, Jim.
Nancy Cordes in Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you, Nancy. There will be more Campaign 2016 coverage tonight on your local news on this CBS station and on our digital network, CBSN, at cbsnews.com.